Well, hello world. My name is Nature, man. You know, big homie, Cashville, rolling 60. Uh, I represent the South. So, talking about just prison stories. I got a story in when I first came in a place called Blackwood. Me and my little homie C Drama. You know what I'm saying? We came in together, and we ran into a homeboy from Cali named Loco Coop, and he was telling me how fucked up shit was down here. You know what I'm saying? He was like, man, y'all crippin' way different. But man, y'all got some shit that's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to clean that shit up. So, me and Drama were like, shit, what is it we need to do? So we ended up going to a place called CCA, which is in a Hardin place. It's like a baby pen. You only there if you got like a 6 years and under type shit. So it's a spot called the Jungle, which is J Unit. All the little young hot heads in there. And it's ran by mostly Crips. Like the Bloods, they like in a different unit. Like put them in like H unit. So I ain't really just have no real big blood stories. But as far as this Crip shit, oh man, everybody set is the biggest Crip set. You know what I'm saying? You let them tell it, oh homie, my set wouldn't let this set happen like this, and then niggas get in their feelings and think you talking about they said so. Small story short, niggas like me, I had a point to prove, and like we the hardest set in this motherfucker. So me and Drama, we went crazy in that bitch. And our first incident was actually like, sorry to say, it was my own original, like he my big homie, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to say he my big homie, like he the one showed me all this shit. He the one introduced me to this cripping back in '89, like had me going around doing old dumbass robberies and shit with him, and they said he was fucking with a boy. It kind of fucked me up. And when we say boy, the fruity people, you know what I'm saying? So, and it hurt me because, this was my guy, you know what I'm saying? We played basketball together, all kind of shit, you know what I mean? And, one of the homeboys off another set on 40, they had a problem with, smashing on the homeboys. I'm 6'0", so we really don't let nobody outside of 6'0" touch us and shit. So I had a problem with that, you know what I'm saying? So cuz then was like, look man, your homeboy, he fucking with them boys and shit. So, we gotta violate him, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, y'all ain't gonna do shit. You know what I'm saying? We gonna have our own business, you know what I'm saying? So long story short, cuz see me, he happy to see me, I'm happy to see him, but then, we bring him into the room, which, it's like, I know all the air got sunk out of him when he came in that motherfucker. We all surrounded him. And, I asked the question, like, cuz, man, what is this thing they talking about you fucking with these boys and shit? And instead of him just, I'm ready to smash on cuz because cuz trying to put his hands on my homeboy. So all cuz really had to do was say, man, I ain't did no shit like that, man. Fuck that. Who said that shit? And we would have bombed on the other niggas. But because he didn't say that, he got the stuttering, good man. Well, it was like, so, instantly, they was on him. We was on him, you know what I'm saying? Smashed, beat my homeboy up. I felt bad that I smashed him out the hood type shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, because what we had, that's not tolerated. Then I'm 6'0", so it's really not tolerated. We don't do that. So, it hurt me to the heart, but at the same time, we had to do what we had to do. That's one of my incidents, like, I really regret, but, I talked to him, like, years later about the situation, you know what I mean? And he put me up on some shit, but at the same time, we don't accept that gay shit. Not when you cripping, not no 6'0" cripping. We don't do that. And there's homeboys that's in the penitentiary that actually got them some boys that they do. They got life sentences and shit, and we just stay out their way. We ain't got never worry about them touching the streets no more. Or they got their own world, living their own world. We don't fuck with them boys. And if you get in the wrong, they fuck around and rape your ass. You know what I'm saying? But never had that problem. You know what I'm saying? But we had some dudes that was really on that shit. You know what I mean? And I kind of felt bad for some of them guys in there because You see them one day with the tough chest out there, you know, later on you know, they somebody baby. You know, you know what I mean? This shit happen like it. You know, it's fucked up. It's fucked up. Then the crazy thing about the shit is like when you go to visit, and this nigga got a bad ass, thick ass bitch coming to the door. Whole time she don't even know, man. This nigga got them getting tore up in there. He all hugged up on his gal, kissing on the kids right there and everything. And I'm just looking, you know, my gal might look at me like, why you looking at them like that? I said, shit. This nigga finna go right back to the cell and goddamn be somebody bitch type shit. You know what I'm saying? She like, well, like, yeah, that big ass nigga, yeah, that big ass nigga. Yeah, he finna get folded over. You know, he bumped up. You know what I'm saying? This type shit that, you know, blessed. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I just missed all that part. You know what I mean? I ain't on that. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the things I really didn't like about that situation. But you know, you gotta be a man. You gotta stand up for something. You know what I'm saying? You let a nigga to run you over, then you know you gotta accept what's coming with that shit. Another story I can think about. Damn. So many. I remember the first time I went to the feds. I went to Yazoo. I was in Mississippi, Yazoo, and you know, first thing I always tell you, like, if you cripping, you really don't want to be in the crip car because it's like the feds is different. In the state, the gangs run the compounds and shit. But in the feds, it's the peons. You know what I'm saying? Them people I'm saying like no gang member type shit. It's like the regular niggas that's just thugging out there on the streets and shit. But it's a Cartier guy. You know what I'm saying? I represent Tennessee, so I went to the Tennessee. You know what I mean? I did go to the Crips, let them know, gave my paperwork, showed my paperwork and everything. Look, cause I'm rolling 60 Crip. You know what I'm saying? But I'm on Tennessee time. You know, I pray. I'm Muslim, so I went to the Muslim brothers and look, man. You know, I will be there on Friday on Juma, but I'm from Tennessee, so I'm gonna be with Tennessee. I'm not trying to get up into y'all politics and none of that stuff. What y'all got going on? I'm from Tennessee. Everybody know it. But at the end of the day, who I hang with, I hung with all the rolling 60 Crips. Every 6-0 Crip that I met, that's who I was hanging with. Till this day, we still friends. They out here on the streets with me now. We move around, we network, we do what we do. You feel what I'm saying? But my first day, man, it was crazy because, you know, I got my little young nigga with me, man, and from a city named Little Streets, T Streets. He off the deuce. And I told him, look, man, we finna get out the crib car, you finna come over with me. Cause I know you know, he grew up under me and shit. So I keep him up under my wing. We at the rec room. Cause you gotta go get your metal levels and shit. Like you wanna do your meal, you gotta go to the rec bars to get your metal label. So while we going there, but while we down there, I noticed everything got quiet. So I'm telling my homeboy, like, hey man, keep your back to the wall because it's something finna go down. He's like, wow, what you mean? How you know that? I said, just pay attention to everybody around. So next thing you know it, you start seeing people section off. So when they section off, I tell Cuz, I said, man, come on up out this room because it's too small. We need to come out in the open so we can see everything. So we step outside. When we step outside, it's basically quiet. You can hear a pin drop. It's how quiet it was. What's going down is these Mexicans, you know, you got your paisas, you got your, I don't know all these motherfuckers. The paisas is supposed to be like the pure Mexican. And then you got people from California, you got your Texas Mexicans, you got your Artex or whatever they call themselves. They from Arizona or whatever. But at this compound, the paisas run the show. So it don't matter if you're MS-13 or you're whatever, you're going to get in line with these dudes. They going to put your ass, you know what I'm saying, up top in the back, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, we sitting there watching. They don't went to the basketball courts. You know what I'm saying? The courts out it's like 8 courts out there, it's big as hell, a baseball field, everything. So they don't went out there. All the Mexicans don't went out there. They done sectioned off from side to side. So I'm looking at this motherfucker like, well, damn. Next thing you know it, nigga pulled a big ass stake up out the ground, smack a motherfucker, little Mexican in the head. All I see him is duck his head and hit the ground. And then it was over with. It was a war going from wave. It's like a big ass wave going back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Bodies dropping. And I'm telling you, bodies dropping, bodies dropping. These motherfucking guards, they so goddamn scared. They act like they can't even use the key to get in. They shaking and shit trying to get the keys, the locks off. They couldn't even get the motherfucker. They done got scared. The girls come down, the girl CEOs come down and pop the gates open. These men coming up, they didn't want to go in there. So I'm telling you, bodies was dropping. So after a while, you know, they hit the deuces and shit. When they hit the deuces, that means you gotta hit the ground, get one knee on the ground, everybody down. If you don't get down, they gonna start popping your ass with these big ass bags and shit. And them motherfuckers hurt like little rubber bullets and shit. So everybody down. They finally get the shit broke down. They send us all to the park. We all locked down. We see the helicopters coming. You see people putting on the bags, getting walked up out there. That day, probably like 5 people died. You know what I'm saying? And they kept us on lockdown probably like 3 weeks. This is my first day there. I'm like, God damn, I'm on lockdown for 3 weeks. I didn't get to talk to my family, call nobody, check on nothing. Couldn't even get there and get my mailing labels. But that was probably one of my scariest moments, you know, first time in the feds, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't expect to see that in the feds. I ain't used to being around a bunch of Mexicans, you know what I'm saying? But there, it's plenty of immigrants down there, motherfucker. And this is when you learn the difference between, you know what I'm saying, like how the whites is, how the blacks are, and like the thing about it is we the only motherfuckers that's separated. But all the whites run together. All the Asians run together. Majority of the Mexicans, they run together. But you got to be a Paisa there. You ain't no Paisa. They're going to put you in a position where you're going to be paying your way, and they're going to make sure you straight. You can't room cells with no niggas. Can't nobody, all niggas got to be with each other. You can't sell with a nigga. Mexicans ain't be with no niggas. No Indians can be with them motherfuckers. What's another thing that's crazy about this shit? The Indians, they run with the white boys. Ask me why, I have no clue. It don't even make no sense. They got treated just as bad as we did back in the day. You know what I'm saying? But they run with the white people. And it's fucked up ass shit though. But there's some cool ass Indians. They generally like niggas. You know what I'm saying? Play ball with us and everything. They some cool motherfuckers. But I learned that day that, you know, ain't no gang shit. It's about where you from. And you hold your state down. You know what I'm saying? I held Tennessee down the whole time. You know, I was in there the whole time. Next thing you know, they made me the man over the car. You know what I'm saying? The car is like where you from. I'm from the Tennessee. You might have some guys from Florida. All the Florida guys gonna hang together. All the Alabama gonna that's their car. So that's what car you in. When you go to a child hall, it's gonna be a Tennessee table. You know, we might have 2 or 3 tables. Depends on how deep you are. You might have 2 or 3 tables. Can't nobody sit at that table but people from Tennessee. Or unless you invite somebody there. If you don't invite them in there, then they can't sit there. Me, I pretty much can hang with Texas guys. I can sit at the Texas table. I can sit at the Crip table. I go sit with the Muslims, you know what I'm saying? Or I go back to Tennessee. Because I pretty much got along with most people and everybody used to be, you know, I'm one of the guys that everybody want to be around. So we used to do a lot of things out there. Like I said, I played ball too, so I made a lot of friends doing playing basketball. That's a big thing down there too. And if you good, you know, you got people who gonna come with a whole sack, pay you to play for them. You gonna put you on a ticket. A ticket is like what they gamble off of, saying that you're gonna make this amount of points or this amount of assists, or you know what I'm saying? Like that shit's live. They treat that shit like you actually playing in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? They got an A League, B League, C League. You got the Dinky League. You know what I'm saying? It's a big thing in there. Sports is real big in there. They're playing tickets, the real tickets on the streets. They do all that shit. But when you playing sports in there and you are good, best believe you get paid for that shit.
How dangerous is it?
You know what I'm saying? Dangerous.
Playing ball in the penitentiary.
I mean, it depends. Like the penitentiary and then for feds, it's gonna be 2 different kind of things. Because when you playing for a team, it's like you're not in no car, but your car gonna always have your back, and it's so easy for a fight to break out now. It's gonna be more, say, rec time, not no regular games. If you want to see some dangerous shit, that's when they playing rec ball. That's when It ain't no tournament going on. It's just you out there free wrecking. When you free wrecking, that's when shit get dangerous. Niggas talking shit. You know, niggas doing a lot of pushing and fouling and shit. And niggas trying to call foul. Niggas saying, no, it ain't your ball type shit. Snatch the ball from you. All kind of shit. They gonna fight. They gonna fight. You can die that day too. You know what I'm saying? And that's not even the most dangerous thing. I'm gonna tell you something about this. The most dangerous thing in there is your spot in the TV room. Your spot in the TV room is probably the most dangerous thing in the feds because you got people in there that's never going home. And those people take that spot serious. When I'm saying this spot, because it's like you got 5, 6 TVs in there. You know, you got your Mexican TVs, you got your white TV, you got your black TV, then you got TVs for everybody, sports and all this. Most people sit in front of the movie place where they can watch movies and shit. It's on weekends you get to watch movies. And it's a spot where, you know, you put your chair in. Can't nobody touch your chair. They can't move your chair or nothing. It's going to be your spot. That's going to be your spot for your whole time you there. You feel what I'm saying? And these dudes, I don't care if it's 6 o'clock in the morning and ain't nobody out there, you don't put your chair in that person's spot. And you might think it's silly, but these people really taking that shit. I'm talking about, they don't grab locks and put them in the socks and bip a nigga head to the white meat because he was in that spot. And the man didn't understand. He had just got there. The motherfucker tried to tell you, look, man, hey, man, that's his spot. You got to move. They look at you like you crazy, like they don't understand. And I'm trying to tell them, like, okay, these motherfuckers might talk bad to you. Ooh, man, I don't think y'all talking shit. Next thing you know, a dude whose spot it is, he going to come up to you like, man, you in my spot. You need to move over a little bit. I'm talking about they know all the way from the creases to the crevice of the goddamn floor where the spot is. Now, if you in a spot and they ask you please to move and you don't move, you're going to get something stuck to you. And the bad thing about the shit is like, and if the person is from like Florida and you're from Tennessee, the whole car finna go to war. The whole motherfucking car going to war. You know what I'm saying? And no matter what unit they in, all they gotta do is hear that Florida and Tennessee got into it, the whole Florida car gonna be beefing with the whole Tennessee car. It don't matter what unit they in, what's going on, or how they gonna resolve the situation, but at that time when it pop off, it's going down. And that's the thing about the feds, you know what I'm saying? If your car going, everybody got to go. We don't give a fuck where they at, where it happened at. You ain't got to know, nigga. Y'all could be best friends. Y'all could be sitting, chilling with y'all every day, having conversations. But if that motherfucking war pop out between the two states, it's going down. Everybody got to go.
What's the difference between a USP and a camp?
Well, USP is like is a penitentiary. USP, that's where you lock down 24/7. There's always a fence. There's always metal detectors everywhere you go. If you go to the cafeteria, you gotta walk through a metal detector. If you go to the library, you gotta walk through a metal detector. If you go to the gym, you gotta walk through the metal detector. Everywhere you go is gonna be a metal detector. If you go to school, you gotta walk through the metal detectors. And it's a fence. It's wire fence. Everything's a double fence. And you only get 30-minute movements. You know what I'm saying? It's 10 minutes. Every 30 minutes is 10-minute moves. You know what I'm saying? So you got to get there. Because once that gate closed, you stuck where you at, and then you don't want to get caught out of his pocket because you're going to get your ass a shot, which the shot you don't want because it's a write-up, which that hurts you for the 18 months because you got to be 18 months shot clear to even go to another place to work your way down. So if you catch a shot while you at the penitentiary, your chances of making it to a medium or a low or a camp is very slim. You gotta wait a whole another 18 months to get yourself eligible enough to get to a medium. You know, so a camp, the camp is so sweet. Like it ain't no fence, it ain't no metal detectors, it ain't no rooms. It's like open pods. You know what I'm saying? You just get to lay back and chill. You pretty much on chill mode, and there's so many white collar crime white guys there. They be so afraid to go to a low or a medium. You know what I'm saying? Them people, I'm talking about terrified. Like, you finna find people like the bankers of World Fargo, Bertie Murdoch, all them boys. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas who was really stealing money, but they didn't use a gun. All your white collar crime people, all the people who doing inside trade, and those are the type of people you're gonna find down in that camp. Those are the type of people, stories you hear about when people talk about the feds. They talk about the camp. They're not talking about the medium or the penitentiary, because ain't shit sweet about that shit up there. Motherfuckers dying. You got places like Bloody Beaumont. You got places like Big Sandy. You know, your chances of seeing making it out there, motherfucker. That's just how it go, because it's just that serious up there. Everybody, and like I said, it's a respect thing. And you got a bunch of young people coming in. I'll guarantee you, 10 come in, 3 of them probably get to go home. Out of them 10, 7 of them gonna be fucked up. Guaranteed. If you come in on the bus and you walk around, you look at your group, understand 7 of them motherfuckers ain't gonna come back with you. But they ain't gonna make it up out that bitch. Just being real.
What's 3 rules you gotta abide by in the feds?
3 rules. I mean, respect number 1. Respect number 1. You know, don't share your stories. Don't share your street stories with no nigga in the feds. Period. Because if they can use that evidence, they gonna go home, and you gonna do some more time. So don't share your street stories. You can talk about certain shit, but don't say I did this, because your ass is gonna be gone. For real, they use that shit to get home. They don't give a fuck about none of that telling shit. You know what I'm saying? They don't care if they can get home off you talking reckless. Oh, they gonna go home. They believe that, because a lot of niggas want to have a chance to go home without help. That's how the feds get you. You know what I'm saying? Because niggas talking. So number 1 rule is respect. Number 2, keep your mouth closed about your case. Unless you have your actual car can get your paperwork, which is your PSI. You can give them that. Let them look at it. But for that, any other motherfuckers ain't nothing to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Your case is your case. And then I say number 3 rule is probably stay clean. Stay clean and keep your hygiene up. You know what I'm saying? Because you might want to pull you one of these guards. A lot of these bitches they gonna fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? If you doing what you supposed to do, stay clean and sharp out there, be about your money. Yeah, you might pull you something. You might get lucky and get a shot of pussy, or a good pack come in, or a cell phone or something like it. You know what I'm saying? So your hygiene, make sure you look straight in that motherfucker. Don't be talking about your case, and you respect everybody around there. You know, that'll be your rules.
Alright, now I done heard about a PSI a couple times. The breakdown, what's a PSI?
PSI is it's really your life history about every time you caught a crime, about all your cases. Uh, it tells you the severity of your case. Is like, it also lets you know whether you're gonna go to a high, medium, low. It depends on how much shit you actually done. But your PSI is telling you everything about you, like from juvenile all the way to your adulthood. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be something that you want to be clean, because that's what they ask for when they check your paperwork. Because they don't give a fuck if you told when you was a juvenile. If you told, you told, and these niggas is gonna push your ass to the back. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to be around no snitches, period. But it sounds like it's contradicting yourself, because a lot of people use your cases to get out. But in the meantime, you know what I'm saying? Like when you first go introducing yourself to your car, you pass your paperwork out to them, let them know you straight, because everybody don't want to be around no snitches. You know what I'm saying? So everybody get their paperwork checked. They have a paperwork party. Bring your paperwork out. Show them your PSI. Everybody get to read and see that you clean. Then they know they can fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? If you don't show that shit, people who do that shit that don't want to show their paperwork, they're gonna be in a Christian car. They're gonna be in a Muslim car. Any religious thing. Anybody who don't check your paperwork, it's gonna be like a religious thing, because they're gonna be like, God forgives. So, you know, 9 times out of 10, if you see somebody in a Muslim car, in a Christian car, you feel what I'm saying? Like, somebody in that motherfucker telling, probably a lot of them in that motherfucker telling. You feel what I'm saying? That's one reason why I didn't go to the Muslim car. You know what I'm saying? Because I know it's a lot of niggas that motherfuckers that's on that joint is telling. And they gonna tell you, you know what I'm saying? A lot forgives, so you should forgive too. You know what I mean? But my thing is, if you was fucking with a boy or pedophiles or all them motherfuckers, like, they be in there. They be hiding in that motherfucker. They hide behind religion. You know, people don't question religion. You know what I'm saying? So pay attention to that shit. You gotta pay attention because you don't never know who you really fucking with. And don't get me wrong, motherfuckers might be sick in the head, but they might be a good dude. But once you see that they was fucking kids and raping their daughters and doing all that weird ass shit, or they telling it on the streets, you know what I'm saying? You just gotta pay attention to that shit because sometimes they might be good, but they might not be good. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be aware of who you really fucking with. And my thing personally, I would always just like, I keep people who I'm cool with, but I only really fuck with my homeboys. You know what I'm saying? Even though I was from Tennessee, and when I prayed on Jumal Friday, I'm Muslim, I still really hung with my homeboys in the crib cars. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just something about Crips. I'm just a Crip, so it just I felt more at home fucking with the Crips, even though I'm not in their car, because I'm not dealing with their politics, but I always hung with the Crips. You know what I'm saying? I played ball for like my team, Tennessee, but I hung with the Crips. They'll tell you after that. They look for me, they already know where I'm at. Or he or cuz at the trip cable, or cuz with such and such. You know what I'm saying? But that's just how I work. That's just how I move, you know what I'm saying? Because that's who I feel more comfortable with.
So is the car and the time the same thing basically? When they be like you on Tennessee time or you on
That's what
Crip
the car is.
time?
Yeah,
That's
that's
the
a car.
right?
Yeah, the time is car. What time you on? You know what I'm saying? Like, then when you get to the low and you get to the camp, it ain't no cars. You just on grown man time. You know what I'm saying? Like where I met D-Man at, you know what I'm saying? Then D-Man, you know, we was at the camp, so it ain't no car. But we had our own little car because we was all Crips, and all the Crip niggas hung together. You know what I'm saying? That's how me and Cuz got close, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, me, wherever I go, I'm looking for 6-0s. I ain't gonna lie to you. I want to know. You know what I mean? I want to know. If you 6-0, man, I want to meet you. So, you know, I'm 6-0 crazy. Every penitentiary I went to, every federal jail I went to, I found 6-0s and I hung with the 6-0s. You know what I'm saying? Everybody I tell you, you know what I'm saying? Oh, that motherfucker, that cuz Crip crazy. You know what I'm saying?
6 hours make a million.
You know what I'm saying? You know, we all we really need. You know what I'm saying? Big homie told me that self, man. We all we really need. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. It's how I network. It is what it is.
Tell these folks where they can find you at.
You know, you can find me at the Cave Suites, Cave Studios. You know what I'm saying? This is where I'm at. This is where we can speak. I'm bringing people. I got a thing now where I'm taking the guns out their hands and put mics in their hands, man. You feel what I'm saying? So any one of my little homies who coming out the penitentiary, they say they can rap, they can come on over here. And I got homegirls who, you know, if y'all want to learn how to do hair, we got a little spot over there for y'all to do that too. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to be out here trying to sell no pussy or being out here boosting and shit. Get you a trade, you know what I'm saying? And if this ain't what you do, we'll figure something out for you. But my thing is taking guns out y'all hands and putting that mic in y'all hand. That's my thing right now. You know what I'm saying?
Where they can find you at on what's your Instagram?
My Instagram is Nate Grizz60. NATEGRIZZ 60. That'd be me.